Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. I just wanted to drop in real quick to discuss something I have been thinking about since watching Taylor Sheridan's latest series, The Landman. So if you're familiar with Taylor Sheridan, he is very much like Tyler Perry in that he writes, directs, produce all of the things on all of his shows, just like Tyler Perry, right? Taylor, like Tyler, has a platform that allows him to take all the creative liberties that he would like and produce his stuff and, buy his shows, his productions, etc. He has Paramount. He has Paramount on lock. He has a number of shows over there, just like Tyler has BET on lock. And they allow him to do the same, right? So that is how they are similar. Those similarities in there for me, to me, in my opinion, because Taylor's stuff, the quality is there. The budget is there. You can tell that he takes pride in his work. Not saying that Tyler doesn't, but I'm just saying he invests in his productions. He also depicts his culture always in a positive light. Like, I don't know of any shows that I've watched that did not depict white Americans as hardworking, humble, patriotic, loyal, trustworthy, all the things. That is how Taylor writes. He is great for the culture because he feeds into their idea of exceptionalism, superiority. He really feeds into their idea and how they see themselves, which is why I say he is great for their culture. He's better for their culture than Tyler is for ours, in my opinion. And you know how I feel about Tyler and his stuff, the stuff he produced. I can't stand it. I give him chance after chance, and I can't stand it because much of his writing is repetitive. It is the same old story. This black woman that's, been abused. This black man that's abusing her. It's always that type of story. There's always trauma. There's always just generational curses. That is how Tyler depicts us 98% of the time. Now, I do realize that he has a few other shows, not many, like The Jazz Man. I think that was on Netflix, as well as this latest with Kerry Washington. Those are the exceptions where we were not depicted in that manner. I don't think. I'm not 100% sure because I didn't watch either of those movies. So yeah, Tyler is bad for the culture. Point blank, period. Tyler is bad for the culture. Whereas Taylor is good because he allows them to see themselves in this manner. I have watched a number of Taylor Sheridan's series on Paramount. I believe the first one was Yellowstone. That was my introduction to Taylor Sheridan. I watched season 1. I can't remember if I finished season 2 or not, but that's where I stopped watching. It started to get a little weird in the writing, a little extreme, just like Tyler. Again, why I say they are similar. And I also got kind of bored with this storyline of this exceptional, hardworking family. Because if we know American history, it was not all roses. There was some violence that occurred that allowed these people to pull themselves up by their bootstrap and acquire all these things, all this land, all of this access. I also watched his show 1908, similar storyline in which this family settling in the Wild Wild West, acquiring land, just building their homestead and interacting with the Indians. Basically, he just glosses over the violence. He glosses over the fact that these folks were savages and how they took the land. These folks were savages and how they stole and, committed violent acts. He does not touch on that. So he carefully curates his storytelling that appeases and appeals to white Americans, right? I also watched Lioness. What attracted me to that show was Zoe Saldana. And I don't know if Zoe claims to be of African descent or what. I know she could see herself as like Hispanic, but I was just surprised to see Taylor finally introduce a character of color, because in his shows, none of them are black or brown. Taylor is all about white Americans. Yeah, I was surprised to see a main character, especially that was a person of color. So I start watching it, entertaining. The second season just wrapped up, I think like before Thanksgiving. I watched the first and second season. It's a good show. Again, in this show, Taylor really leans into that military industrial complex. He eases his political views in the show. You could tell he's a hardcore right winger, just in the writing and the dialogue. That is Taylor. Same with this last show that just wrapped up on Sunday, The Landman. All about these hardworking men in Texas, working in the oil fields, this billionaire, they're hardworking, they're humble, they're loyal, they are so respectful to their women. They basically do whatever their women tell them to do. That is how Taylor depicts the white man in his shows. Tyler Perry, you know how he coming. You know how he's giving it up. This black man is beating the women. He's disrespecting the women. You're hearing B now. That is what Tyler feeds us. And so I say all that to say, of course, it impacts how we see ourselves, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. What we consume impacts the way we see ourselves. And it's awful coming from someone within your culture, because you would think that they will be very cognizant of this thing, because we as Black people consume negative content regarding us every single day. If you look at the news, it's always there. You see how the news depicts us. Case in point, the wildfires in California. It was recently revealed that these so-called looters were not looters. They were actually getting their own stuff out of their own house, just trying to save their own stuff. But the news depicted them as looters. I'm going to be 100% honest. Before that was revealed, when I saw that, I was like, oh, it never even occurred to me that it was social programming. My gut reaction was embarrassment. It's like, oh, damn. We out here stealing. We out here stealing during a major disaster. We out here, taking advantage of vulnerable people. We out here doing this. I'm embarrassed. That was my gut reaction. And then my next reaction was, why the hell are they showing that? Why they always show us, right? And then when I find out that these people were not even looting, oh my God, I was livid. So it all came full circle with me after watching Landman, seeing this on the television of us looting. It's like, yeah, that is so freaking, this is real. This is something to be aware of when you're watching TV, whether it's the news or a show. Lately, I've just been paying attention to the depiction, the storytelling, and how it's being told, and how Black characters are being used. On Landman, really no Black characters. When we did see a Black character, they were they were exacting violence on someone on behalf of this white guy. So, yeah, I just wanted to drop in and just talk about that. It may be an unpopular opinion, considering Tyler has just, came to the front and gave his opinion on the insurance company and how how they are doing wrong. So Tyler is getting some positive press. So the timely of this may be a little off, but it just occurred to me. And I thought I'd just come back and share my thoughts. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you watch any of Taylor Sheridan shows and have you picked up on this theme throughout all of his shows. Let me know. Drop down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.